Welcome, my political friends of the interwebs. Before I start this video, I just want to say to the YouTube censors that this is Paul Ryan, Congressman Paul Ryan's official congressional photo, and it is in the public domain. So I have the right to use this photo for this video. All right, so hopefully this is not my Dewey wins moment, because I am going to go ahead and go out on a limb. It's about 4 hours before the official announcement of who Mitt Romney has chose for his vice president. Everybody in the political spectrum has said they have, under reliable sources, been told that it is going to be Wisconsin Congressman Paul Ryan. Which, awesome. I like Paul Ryan. He's a Tea Party guy, and I like the Tea Party. And but I wanted to chime in, and hopefully I don't wake up in the morning, when I get out of bed and find out that he picked, Palente or somebody else. I want to go over a couple of pros and a couple of cons. You guys can jump in the comment section and let me know what you think about this, because, this is what we're doing. This is what we do. Okay, the pros. For me, the biggest pro for the ticket, and I'm talking about pros for the ticket, and pros in general, is that he's a Tea Party guy. He's a Tea Party darling. It's funny, because how many times has the left-wing media came out with the obituary for the Tea Party? I mean, either the Tea Party's dead to them, or the Tea Party's a bunch of nut jobs, and all this other stupid shit that the left-wing media tries to shove down our throats. And in reality, the Tea Party is far from dead. It is still a force to be reckoned with. And if you really want to know who the nut jobs are, Occupy, Obama's favorites. So, it's what it is. Paul Ryan's going to he's going to unify the Tea Partiers. There's only one other person that I can think of in the Tea Party that would have probably brought as much bang, and that would have been Ron Paul. But Ron Paul was never going to run as anybody's vice president. I think we all know that. And in fact, I don't think he's actually even officially announced. I don't think he will officially announce until the convention that he's, bowing out. But at least I don't think. I know he said that he was no longer actively campaigning, but I don't think Ron Paul has ever actually said he's no longer running. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think he has. But, other than Ron Paul, which, by the way, they both have Paul in their name, so, conspiracy theorists. Other than that, I mean, you got Michelle, we've got, my brain just shut down. Oh, happens all the time. You've got Michelle Bachmann. Michelle Bachmann, unfortunately, that would have been a repeat of 4 years ago. And what I mean by that is the left-wing media are so sexist that they can't stand to have either a woman or a black American running for any kind of Republican position. Any kind. I don't care if it was dog catcher. And so they would have been brutalizing her. They would have been publicly giving her a media raping every freaking day, just like they did with Sarah Palin. Who, by the way, Sarah Palin is the other Tea Party name that I think would have been able to bring some people. Interesting stuff. But I will tell you that Paul Ryan has the ability to bring a ton of Tea Partiers. They like him. He's a fiscal hawk. He knows what it means. Listen, he's serious when he says we need to live within our means. And that's kind of what this tells me, is that Mitt Romney is basically saying that his campaign is going to be about the economy, which is exactly what it should be. It's not going to be about any of this other bullshit that the left tries to throw at him. So Paul Ryan's the perfect pick for that. He's got an excellent eye on the numbers, and I really do think in order for us to get this country back on track, we have to get our fiscal house in order, and he's the kind of guy that can bring that. So, not a bad choice. I mean, I think those are serious pros. And another pro is he's young and he's smart. I think that that's going to appeal to a lot of the younger voters. Now, is there any cons? Well, yeah, there's a couple of them. He's not from a state that's really desperately needed, like Ohio, Pennsylvania, Florida. Okay, any one of those three states, I wish he was from one of those states. And I wish he was... well, I don't want to say I wish he was. It would have been nice to have some kind of a minority on the ticket, because that's what the left is going to attack here, is that he is a white guy. And I hate to put it like this, but let's be honest, the left, they're about as racist of a group of people as you can get. And they're going to look at him and they're going to go, oh, you white guy from Wisconsin. You know, that's what they're going to do. Because the left is sexist, they're racist, they're bigots. That's what they are. So it would have been nice, though, in a sense, to have a conservative minority, maybe a Bobby Jindal. Of course, Louisiana didn't bring anything, so maybe not as much Bobby Jindal. But let's say, well, a Rubio, of course, in Florida. Even, you know what? Honestly, Lieutenant Colonel West. Outstanding man. He's under a lot of pressure. He's got a lot of George Soros money working against him. They've been literally giving him a public lynching. It's embarrassing, and it says a lot about the NAACP that they're not down there defending him. I mean, it really does. It says a lot about them. It says a lot about Reverend Jackson and Reverend Sharpton. I hate to use the word Reverend on either one of those two clowns, but it is what it is. So, you know, a minority from an important state, yeah, sure. But you know what? Paul Ryan, like I said, he brings the Tea Party. And the Tea Party is a real legitimate force. A real legitimate force. Listen, and I told myself I wasn't going to bring up Chick-fil-A anymore, just because I did my part. But I'm telling you right now, when you see the video and when you see the pictures of the people that were lined up outside of Chick-fil-A, that's exactly what Paul Ryan's going to bring. He's going to bring that hardcore Tea Party, America-loving, freedom-loving, religion-loving, God-fearing people. He's going to bring them out. He's going to deliver them to the polls. So, huge. So anyway, in my opinion, there are no negatives. As far as I'm concerned, there are no negatives. Unless he's got some serious skeletons in the closet that I don't know about, I'm okay with this pick. I really am. I am okay with this pick. So anyway, no sense in making this video any longer. Let me know in the comment section what you think about Paul Ryan. And also, if Paul Ryan isn't to pick, call me a moron. I'll be sleeping. So, you know, it is what it is. Dewey wins. All right, everybody, take care. Oh, by the way, if you don't know what that means, Google it. See ya.